So, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. Sorry for the terrible lighting. Now, I have the ceiling fan light turned on and then I have my blinds open. So yeah, this is very terrible lighting, but it's much better than before. Actually, it took me 30 minutes to get the setup. And it's still not great. It's still not perfect, but again, what on planet Earth is. So, today has been a very, I almost said questionable. Today's video has been very requested. I probably wouldn't do it if it wasn't requested. It's not something that's always been on my mind to share. It's really not that important. It's not like the cops and stuff are involved. It's not that important at all. I just thought, it was requested for story time. What better story to share? I have much better stories, but some of those will be later on to share. So today is a story time video. I'm going to quit rambling and just get on in. So this is a story time about when I had a rude waitress at Cracker Barrel. So let's just go. So it was me, my mom, and my grandma. I'm not using their names. But let's just call my mom Jessica for this video, and let's call my grandma let's look around the room, just find something. Let's just call her Ariel for this video. So we were out shopping. I don't know what, but I do remember the stores we went to. We went to Walmart, Kroger, and Watson's. Watson's, we were either looking for a pool, I think, which is, our pool's now set up out back. So we were either looking for a pool, some kind of outdoor furniture, and something else. Let's just cut to chase. We were hungry because we all skipped breakfast. So we were hungry. It was about 2. So this was, no, it was about 4. Yeah, so this was going to be our supper. I don't know about my grandma, so we just let her do whatever. But this was going to be my mom's supper. And we went there, and I can't remember what I ordered, but I do know what we all got to drink. My grandma, which again is named Ariel, she got water and she squeezes lemon in it to make lemonade. And my mom got Diet Coke, and I got regular Coke. No, I got sweet tea. Okay, I remember that. I got sweet tea. And our waiter came over. What about we call her Cassidy for this video? Now, Cassidy, she was a bit on the older side. Not like in her 20s, 30s, 40s. About probably in her late 60s. Maybe, I just guessed. I'd guess, like if I had to guess, I'd guess 68. Like, you could tell she was a bit on the elder side. So she seemed really, really, really nice. And this was one, like, when romaine lettuce, I think it was having, like, some type of recall on it in some farms, like, some type of chemicals thing in it. I don't know. But if you remember what it was about the lettuce, comment in the comment section. So I honestly really don't know what it was about a lettuce. I think it was romaine lettuce and something about it in farms on some type of chemical thing, I think. I'm not even really sure. No, I remember. You could get Ebola, I think it was, yeah. It was Ebola, I think. It was where the lettuce wasn't being washed. Like, the people who were, they didn't wash their hands or the lettuce, I think, is what happened. But if you know, like, the for sure reason, just comment it down below. I will really appreciate that. And you could get a shout out, and I'll like your comment. So, anyway, she comes over. We think Cassie's real nice. And my mom is like, I would like to order a salad. And my grandma's like, I want to order. And she looks up at the waiter. Like, my grandma will go up and talk to people. Like, honestly. She will go up and talk to anybody. Like, she's the friendliest person. I'm not even lying. She's so friendly. And I find that hard to do that. Like, if I meet somebody, I'm like, hi. And I just try to avoid all possible contact. Like, I'm not a rude person. I just get, like, really, really shy. Meeting, like, new people. So that's how I am. She's the complete opposite for me. And my mom's, like, friendly. But she doesn't just walk up to random people and start talking unless she absolutely needs to. Like, she asks them a question or something. Or if they talk to her first. That's typically the only time she will. But she's not rude. I'm not rude. My sister's not rude. My grandpa's rude. But anyways, she's like, Miss, I would like to order salad, but I'm kind of scared. She's like, what are you scared of? She's like, the recall? I can't remember exactly what she said, what my grandma, Ariel, said. And she's like, well, you don't have to be worried. And she's like, I know, but it could be here. And she's like, but she didn't say it, like, in a nice way. She looked down at her and rolled her eyes, looked at me, went, looked around like, is she stupid? And then looked straight down at her with like a death stare, and like her eyes were like popping, like she was furious. And she said in an attitude, do you think that Cracker Barrel would really risk its reputation? Not customers. Reputation. Like, you're not going to have a reputation if you have no customers to serve because they all got Ebola. So that's the kind of thing that was, like, rude. Like, she's putting herself before anybody else. And, like, I know some people might have a different personality than me or my family and be like, well, that's okay. But it's like, what if something happens? Like, would you choose to save this person or like these people or yourself? And some people might save themselves. Some people might save those other people. We all thought that was kind of rude because she said it in a rude way. It's not like she just said it, do you really think that we'd risk our reputation? She didn't just say it like in a normal tone. She didn't say it anywhere near a normal tone. She literally just like mean mugged us all and then walked away. And she literally said, it's going to be a good 30 minutes to an hour before I can actually take your order. We look at each other like, the heck? What the heck did she just say? And then she just walks away and we're like, and then she's just gone. And she's taking everybody else's order. We have our drinks. By this time, so we got in the restaurant at exactly 4:15. We had our drinks all ready. We had our menus, we had everything but our food because she's just mad at us. She's literally like, it's going to be a good 30 minutes to an hour before I can take your order. And literally, it wasn't even that busy. I'll tell you what. Our Cracker Barrel, I don't know about your guys' Cracker Barrel, whatever you're from, our Cracker Barrel has technically 3 sides. I know that all Cracker Barrels have a store side to them. Our store side was in the front, obviously, right where you walk in, where like all the attractions are and stuff like that. And then there was like another side beside that where a certain amount of people would sit. And then there was another side divider between that, separating the other side where other people would sit. Now, the Cracker Barrel we went to in North Carolina, it was just a store and then one side, no dividers at all. Ours has dividers. Now, literally, it was not packed at all. It was about, there was a lot of workers, but it was not even packed. And it was a Saturday, so, like, nobody had to really be at work, I wouldn't think. Like, maybe some people, and not, like, a mind reader or anything, or, like, anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it's a Saturday. Our Cracker Barrels are usually, like, really, really packed, like, packed on Saturdays. But today, there was not a lot of people. There was, like, 3 people looking in the stores. They were in there before we got there, because they were in there looking for the stores, looking at stuff in the store part of the area. And there was like 5 people sitting in the first section, and then in our section it was us and then these other 2 people that were paying for their bill to leave. So how is it going to take like 30 minutes to an hour to get to us when there's literally not but like, okay, 3, 2 plus 3, 8. 3 plus 3, it's obviously 6, and then 2, 8. So it's just easy, simple math. So how is it going to take you 30 minutes to an hour to get back to us when there's a couple over there leaving? They've already paid for their bill and everything. Sorry if you see that just popped up. It always pops up. So they're already leaving. They're paying for their bill currently as we're waiting, and then the woman who was in the store part of the area left because we seen her leave, and the 2 people over in the other section, like we were sitting like right by like the dividers, and our dividers have like little holes, and it's sort of like just little like diamond shaped holes. It's like a pattern, so you could see them through there, and they were eating their food, so obviously they were gonna leave soon, and then it would only be us unless more people came in. So how is it gonna take you 30 minutes to an hour? Like, she was heated, obviously, and we're just waiting. By the time she gets back to us, we came in at 4:15. It's now 5:30. And our drinks, they're empty. No other waitress or waiter came over to ask for a refill, which is what they're supposed to do, even if they're not your waiter. At our Cracker Barrel, that's what they're supposed to do. I don't know about yours. But she didn't even come back, and she walked by us like bazillions of times, just like walking back and forth, and there's nobody else in the store because all the other people have left, and it's literally just us now at this point. Nobody else has come in, it's just us. And then about like 5 other people walk in, and we're like, great, that's gonna be another hour. So she doesn't even offer us any refills, and the people are sitting like right next to us at their table. And they were like really nice and friendly. They talked to us like, how long have you been here? Because like, they seen all our drinks were empty. And they're like, how long have you been here? We're like, oh, we've been here for a while. And we explained to them how long we were there. And they're like, wow. Like, we didn't tell them the full story. We didn't just want to sit down like, and then make her even more mad. And then she would never come back over to our table. So by at this point, those people have already left. And now it's just us again. And then she finally comes back over. Sorry for the wait. There were just so many customers here and stuff, and I was on the break for a while. Oh. Okay. Are you ready to order? Oh my god. It's like, really? And she's like, are you ready to order now? We're like, yeah, and we tell her what we want. We tell her exactly, we make sure we make no mistakes because we check back over it too. Because she reads it back to us. I don't know what my mom ordered. I honestly really can't remember that. I think my grandma ordered some type of chicken, I think. I'm not even really sure. But that's not the important thing. I know my grandma ordered chicken. I ordered chicken and macaroni. Then my mom ordered steak and a baked potato, because that's what came with it. So anyways, we're just sitting there talking, like, finally. And then she's like, okay, that should be about, let me check my clock. That should be about 30 minutes. We're like, okay, you take your 30 minutes. Like, but like, we are really, really mad. My phone's over there. Just don't mind it. But we're like mad. Like, mad. Because it's taken her, I think, about 2 hours, I think. I just think. I'm not good at math, so don't quote me on this, please. I think it took about 2 to 3 hours, honestly. And she finally comes back with our food. She hands me my food. I take a bite into the chicken. I felt juice. And I like, what the heck? Like, I didn't spit it out. I'm like, what the heck? The chicken's, like, not juice. I don't know why I said juice. But, like, so, like, I was biting into the chicken, then I put it down, and then I looked at it, and it's completely red. Like, the inside, just red. And I like, take a napkin and just, like, spit the chicken out. And I'm like, Mom, my chicken's raw. And she's like, what? Her potato's cold. Her steak is cold. And the grossest thing is there is a dead fly on her plate. Now, obviously, maybe every place you go to might get, like, a fly in. Maybe, like, the door stays open or something. Like, somebody swings open the door and then a fly flies in. I can guarantee probably that there's no restaurant on planet Earth that has never had a fly in there once before. My grandma's, well, she gets hers the waitress hands her plate, she doesn't have her food because the plate is broken. So when she handed it to my grandma, the plate was broken and it's been super glued together because the girl dropped it on her way there. And then she's super glued. Why do you have super glue in the kitchen? She was just like rude. I think she honestly got it from her car and did it on purpose because we seen her go out to her car and scrummage around for something and she pulled out like a little tube and stuck it in like her apron pocket. I was watching her. Like I was very skeptical about her. And she was just like really rude. But luckily we have a little perk and I bet she wouldn't have treated us this way if she knew a little secret. And I swear to God, you guys, I'm not lying about this. The manager of our Cracker Barrel so happens to be our cousin. So we're like, can we speak to the manager? I don't want to use his real name. I'm going to keep his privacy. Let's call him Todd for this. Like, can we speak with the manager? She's like, sorry, Todd's not available at this moment. He's at home. Like, no, he's not. We know he's not at home. We know his working schedule. Well, how do you know his working schedule? Who told you? That's confidential. That's his working schedule. He's our cousin. No, he's not. You just understand. Like, no, he's our cousin. And then they're just like, can we please speak to the manager? Can we please speak to Todd? She's like, fine. And she huffs and just like, no joke, smashes everything off of one table. Like, I don't know about your Cracker Barrel, if they're decorated the same way as ours. But ours is like a little lantern in the center, this little like 2 little peg games, and then they just have like salt and pepper. She literally, and then they have like a little book menu about like dessert thingy. They just like decorate the table to make it look cute, you know. But sometimes it gets in the way. Well, she gets mad and goes to a whole nother table where customers are currently eating. I forgot to mention that other people came in, but customers are currently sitting there eating their food. She smashes everything off of their table, including their food. She takes the arm and just wipes it all off and huffs and looks at us and like. And she goes back to the manager and brings out Todd, but she's just like rude. She's like, they need to see you. He's like, who? He's like really, really nice. And she's like, who? Who? Because normally they haven't ever had a complaint. And she's like, who? And they're like, some people who claim to be your cousin. Yeah. The mom's name is Jessica. The grandma's name's Ariel. The granddaughter's name is Nicole. Whatever. He's like, oh, I know, those are my cousins. Why do they have a complaint? I don't know. I guess they just want to complain. And like, he knows that we're not like that, so he's like, they're not like that. There must be something deeper going on. And so he comes over and he's like, what's wrong, guys? We explained to him the whole situation, what happened, because he did see broken dishes and everything pushed off to the customers, and the other customers are complaining to him. And he's just like, okay. So he goes back and gets her. And then he's like, you need to fix this, and you're fired. So clean this all up. I will get a better cook than you. I will get a better waitress. Cassidy, you're fired. So on and so on. And then he goes back in the kitchen telling other workers, their employees, waiters, waitresses, chefs, just everything. Assistant managers. And he's telling them, if you ever act like this and this and this, and if you ever do this, that's just unacceptable. Because even if they say something wrong, you're not supposed to be disrespectful because this is your job, and you have to do your job. And he's just like, and if you don't like your job, then you can walk out. And he's not a rude person, but that just like really honestly made him mad because he's never honestly had a complaint before. And they're just yelling and fussing and doing all these things, like her specifically. So we go see her walk out to her car. She like slams the door, turns on the keys, and she just like books out of there. And I honestly think it was karma, because not only did she get fired, and the Cracker Barrel that we chose to go to, the manager happened to be my grandpa's nephew, which makes him my cousin. So and plus she got a speeding ticket because she was going like over the speed limit, because the speed limit on the road that she left off of where she got the speeding ticket, the speed limit is 50 miles per hour, I think. Not 50 miles per hour. I think the speed limit is 50 or 25, but she was going like 75, pretty sure. Because Todd, the manager of Cracker Barrel, my cousin, he told us, because he got a notified report from the police, I guess, because she did work there, and I guess he would have to know. So I don't know if she ever got her job back, but I haven't seen her there, and I'm pretty sure she might still be mad at us, but like, I don't know why she got an attitude. My grandma just made a simple statement. She didn't even say anything rude towards her. She's like, do you really think we'd risk our reputation? Just like really rude. She's nasty. She didn't want anything to do with us. So like, she lied. Like, it doesn't take a whole, probably we were in that store for like, it doesn't take a whole 6 hours just to get food. Because it did take a lot longer. And it didn't take a whole probably like 6 hours, like I said, to get food, and then come back and the food's terrible. Like, everybody makes mistakes, and if we didn't have to wait that long, I could understand. Like, you're just mad, so you don't have to take it out on us just because she made a simple statement. Like, the statement wasn't like you're just like a terrible person. Like, she doesn't even know you. She will not probably ever see you again. She doesn't know you. So it's not like she made a terrible statement, because, again, she does not know you. If somebody does not know you, you should just kind of brush it off, really. Like, honestly, just like brush it off if they don't know you, because they don't know your personality. They don't know who you are as a person. They could just be guessing. So, yeah, they don't know who you are as a person. So if somebody says something to you, just brush it off, but she didn't even say anything. So I couldn't even understand if she said something. Like, maybe it would be a bit upsetting, but she doesn't know you as a person, so yeah, she didn't even say anything rude. She just said she was kind of nervous to get it, because you don't know what's wrong with your shipments when they're coming into the store. Nobody in that store, not even the farmers, know what could be wrong with the shipments that they're bringing in. Restaurants just have to take a risk because they don't know anything about the shipments other than what food it is. And that's pretty much all they know. The farmers don't know if you're going to get Ebola from it. The farmers don't know. The farmers know as much as the restaurants that are receiving the shipments from. So really, you have no control. Really, like, you honestly have no control. You know nothing about the shipments that are coming in to your restaurant, your store, whatever, until maybe like you find out because somebody got sick from your shipments. That's the only reason you're going to know. You only know what kind of food you're going to get. So anyways, that is all for today. Hope you enjoyed. And this is a completely true story, hope you know. It is not fabricated in any way. So,